Okay, ngayon i-introduce ko sa inyo ang isang software, statistics software na pwede nyong gamitin to analyze your data. Unlike SPSS, this is a free software that you can get from the internet. So the software is called JASP. So i-try natin kung paano ba nagpe-perform ng data analysis yung JASP. So maglagay lang tayo ng ating data. Okay, so this is our data. So we have the categorical variable, we have the sex in the strand, and we have the continuous variable, we have the math performance and reading comprehension. So take a look at the three circles here. This is the symbol for nominal. Yan, nominal. So for the strand, since categorical to, nominal din siya. Since math performance is continuous variable, this is a scale. So the ruler symbolizes the scale. So we have to change this one. Reading comprehension is also a scale, not ordinal. So we change this to scale. Then, X natin, then apply. Okay. So yan. So tingnan natin. Mag-analyze tayo ng data na to using the different statistics here. So meron tayong descriptives, the common inferential like t-test, ANOVA, regression. Then may iba pa dyan, and you can also add others, yung mga advanced stats. So let's try the descriptives. Okay, suppose gusto nating malaman yung mean and standard deviation of math and reading comprehension performance. Ayan, ipasok lang natin dito. So makikita na natin that the mean for math performance is 89.367 and the standard deviation is 3.6 with a minimum score of 78 at ang maximum naman 95. Then for the reading comprehension, the mean is 91.067, ang standard deviation is 3.321, then with a minimum score of 82 and 96 yung highest. Suppose we want also to get the median. So we go to statistics, then just check median. So magdadagdag na dito yung median. You see the interface, very friendly. So madali siyang masundan. Ngayon tingnan naman natin, i-apply naman natin yung JASP using in inferential statistics. Let's say we want to compare if there's a difference between the math performance of male and female. So anong ginagamit? So kapag magko-compare at dalawa yung groups, we use the t-test or independent samples. Okay, wait lang natin. So, ang ating dependent variable is the math performance. At ang ating grouping variable is sex because two groups lang yan. Then, kung gusto din nating makita yung equality of variances, ano yung i-check natin? Yung Levin's test. So, makikita natin dito, baba lang kayo, yan, equality of variances. Then, i-check natin yung Levin's test. So makikita natin ang p-value ay 0.184. Ang rule natin, kapag less than 0.05, we reject that the null hypothesis. But since this is greater than 0.05, then we can say that there is no significant difference between the math performance when grouped according to sex. And then for the equality of variance, we see that the p-value is 0.684. Kapag greater than 0.05, so we accept the null hypothesis that the variances or the variances are equal. So equal yung variances. We assume equality of variance. Okay, so yan. So let's try naman kunwari we want to see if there's significant difference on the performance of the students on reading comprehension when grouped according to strand. So yung strand may tatlo tayo, ABM, UMS, and STEM. So ANOVA naman yung gagamitin natin. Okay. Wait lang natin. So dependent variable, yung reading comprehension performance, tapos yung strand ng ating fixed factors o yung factor. So makikita natin dito sa result. So wait lang natin that the p-value is 0.656. So ano ibig sabihin? Greater than 0.05 na naman. So we reject the null hypothesis, meaning there is no significant difference on the reading comprehension performance of students when grouped according to strands. So ibig sabihin, strand is not a factor on their performance. But suppose may significant difference. So di ba hinahanap natin yung pair na may significant difference. So magkakaroon tayo ng multiple comparison test or yung post-hoc test. So baba ka lang, makikita mo dito yung post-hoc test. So suppose we want to check for let's say Shifei. Pasok lang natin dyan. Ayan. So makikita nyo rin dito yung mga p-values, di ba? Sa Chuki and this Shifei. Lahat ng p-values ay walang less than 0.05. So therefore talagang correct na walang significant difference. So not significant siya. So ganun i-perform yung ANOVA. Let's try correlation naman. So we go to correlation. Ayan. Suppose we want to correlate math and reading comprehension performance. So, ipapasok lang natin yan dito sa variables. Ayan, Pearson's R tayo kasi pareho namang continuous variable yan. Ayan. So, makikita natin dito ang R natin ay 0.821. So, yung 0.821 indicates na strong yung relationship and positive yung relationship. Meaning, as the math performance increases, yung reading comprehension nag-i-increase din. At yung value ng yung p-value natin ay less than 0.001, meaning significant siya. There is a significant difference, a relationship rather, between math and reading comprehension. So ganyan. So maraming function dito din sa JAPS kagaya ng SPSS. And this is very friendly. So sa mga mag-analyze ng result or ng data nila sa kanilang research, you can try to use the JASP.